Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. It is about 7:45 in the morning. We've got 33 days, I believe, to Louisville. 34, 33. Yesterday was a big day. We got a lot of parts painted. Let me show you that, and then we'll get into what we're going to be doing today. So we got the hood painted, the doors, rear fenders. That one's already wet sanded. These are painted, the door hinges are painted, the deck lid's painted. So today is actually kind of a fun and exciting day. So what we're going to be doing, first and foremost, rear fenders. I'm going to jack up the back of the car, blow the wheels off of this thing so that I have room to install the rear fenders with the welting. Okay, which you saw me yesterday in the short painting bright red instead of dark red. So that'll be fun. So I'm going to install that welting, and Ron's going to buff the fender. Probably start with the driver's side, and then try to get the rear fenders mounted on here, and then we're going to move to the deck lid, get it wet sanded and buffed, try to get it on here, so the back is pretty much there. And then we're going to move to the front here to the driver's door and try to get it wet sanded and buffed, try to get the driver's door on. We're going to do it by sides. So we're going to get the back done, and then we're going to get the driver's side done, then the passenger, then the hood. That's the game plan. That could change. That's my game plan. Ron might have a different one, but that's what I think we're doing. This morning, first thing, I'm going to install the hood release cable and the latch, and may or may not, I'm going to start thinking about putting the VIN tag on it. So otherwise, that's where we're at today. It's going to be a lot of wet sand buffing, installs, putting the doors together, the latches, strikers are on it. I do not have the weather stripping for the doors yet. I do have this a little bit. I got enough to do probably maybe just the top of the doors. But if we need more, we'll get it. Not the end of the world. Mike did tell me yesterday, I got a notification. My glove box door with the radio cutout should be here Monday, I think, Monday or Tuesday. Monday, for sure. I believe we should have our front fenders. So that's huge. And because really we can put everything on here but the front fenders. We still have work to do to the dash panels. Windshield frame needs to be painted still. It needs we're talking like minute amount of sanding, and then painted. I'm holding off on it, to be honest, because I don't have the glass yet, and what I want to do is to build the windshield frame off the car, glass, gaskets, all the things that I can, and then install it on with those rubber pads that go on the hood hinges, so that we don't scratch the paint when we put the hood on and all that. So work to do, mostly waiting on parts. But today we can, I think, get most of these parts wet sanded and buffed and onto this car, which should be really, really interesting to see it kind of start coming together with doors on it and stuff. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. That's where we're at. We're going to get to it. I'm going to open the door here and get in here, and we'll talk at you soon. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Please like and subscribe.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have a box. Now, I promised you to do unboxings on everything that came in. So, this came from Gary York. He's the guy on the Samba from Oregon that's selling all the NOS Volkswagen thing parts. So what we got from Gary is the OEM grab bar, which, I mean, guys, it's mint. So I went ahead and mounted it in just because. But we have grab bar, which is pretty damn cool because I've never seen it with a grab bar. So that's kind of what we look like. Really helps because now my upper trim piece is all held in now, so it's way better. So we're getting there, guys. So that's what we got on that. Just wanted to show you that. Gary does a hell of a job on boxing. Look at this. It had those corner guard pieces in it, and it was wrapped in bubble wrap, like really well, which I think it's already been thrown away. There it is. All of that, it was all wrapped up. I mean, it couldn't be any better. I mean, if you bought this brand new from Volkswagen in '73, it looked just like that. So, anyway, guys, just wanted to show you that. Thanks, Gary, if you're watching. And we're gonna keep steaming along here on putting our fender welding on and installing our rear fenders. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Let me kind of go over what we're gonna do here. So right now we're working on putting the door hinges on, okay? Which at this point we got to be pretty careful, right? So what we got, first step in this, we need to chase these threads with a tap, okay? They've got clear coat and paint and everything else on them, and we don't want to take a chance on doing anything stupid, scratching the paint, so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do is go right on ahead. Wow, that's nice. Hold on. Tap had some gunk in it. Last thing we need is crap in the tap. Alright, there we go. So we're going to run this in here. Run this in. This should absolutely help us as far as getting our bolts in with ease, as opposed to the alternative, which is terrible. Looks like it goes right there. So that one's good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's junk on the end of the tap. That is the stuff we want to get out of it. This isn't the sexy stuff, but for those of you that don't do this all the time, that might need just an idea of what to look for, this might be helpful. So, because if you go and try and just slam these hinges in, I guarantee you're going to have trouble getting those bolts in. You can strip them. It's going to get hard on you before you get everything in. It's just going to be a disaster. So chasing this really makes your life not suck. So that's the idea. And if you don't have a good tap and die set, go buy one. I've used it, I can't tell you how many times. I know most of you have watched me use a tap on almost every hole on this entire car 15 times. We're doing it again. So. And you can notice as I'm doing this, I'm holding pressure up because it wants to move. It's moving around and doing all kinds of stuff in here. We don't want that. So I tried to put the screws in here first without tapping them. I mean, I could get like a thread on it, but that was about it. We don't want that problem. So it's just easier to do it this way. You know, pulling primer out, paint, all kinds of stuff. So. And in the background, if you hear that, that's Ron. He's buffing the rear fenders right now. Yeah, that's exciting. So I'm going to put these on. Then I'm going to do that hood release cable. And then from there, we're going to jack up the back of the car and take the rear wheels off. And go ahead and mount up the rear fenders with the fender welting. We'll have to figure that out, and I'll bring you along for that. And we'll get all those, on, and then he's going to do the deck lid. Then we'll get that on. Really, anytime between now and the 7th of July, we could get our taillights, our smoked taillights, and then the back's pretty much there. I did buy a, for those of you wondering, I did buy a new deck lid light from the guy, and it's supposed to be here on Monday. I think Monday we're also supposed to get our glove box store from cleanparts.com and so on. So lots of stuff. Here's our hinges. Okay, I did not paint where the door slides over the head. Don't paint that. Okay, if you do, you might never get your door on or off. All right. And we painted the bolts, which we're going to try not to screw up. If we do, we'll touch them up. Nothing more. Much better. Much better. And again, I don't want these tight. I just want them loose. I want them about 90% of the way there. That way I can, when I put the door on, Alright, you see how that moves a little? That's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. It's one hinge on. Have to do something. So what I did is when we painted them, I taped up the end here. The other one I had to cut off with a razor blade knife. This one looks like it's going to come off. So basically this is what you're left with, okay? See how that's still metal, bare metal? That's what you're looking for. And yes, we did paint the back of the hinges. We did not clear the back of the hinges because there's just no need to do that. But all of the bolts, hinge bolts, we went ahead and painted like this. So if anybody's wondering how we painted the hinge bolts, that's how we did it. I took a screwdriver, poked a hole, stuck the bolt through. And this is what you're left with, right? So your threads aren't all messed up.
2 hinges up. So now we'll move back, do the back driver's side. Same thing, nice, easy, slow. Don't be in a hurry. If you're gonna do this, do not do it on the day where you gotta be somewhere and you're gonna have to rush and all the things. Don't be that guy. Be smart. Just take your time. It's worth every second. Because you didn't do all this work for nothing, right? You did this because you wanted it right. So therefore, make it right. We're gonna chase the threads again. This is the process, guys. It's not sexy, it's not fun. But at the end of the day, you can mount your doors, and that is fun. So this is the shift work you gotta do to get to there. I think this is the one Ron did, setting up the tab while I was getting everything together. Tell you what, that rear fender out there looks amazing. I'm staring at it right now. That's great. Everybody needs to get themselves a big rod. He's amazing. The guy is just fantastic. Yeah. This one was goobered. Just right on the tip. Just a tip. You just gotta get that shit cleared out of there. Just makes your life so much better. And it'll take down the road, taking this stuff on and off way easier, you know? Like this bottom thread here is literally red. It's just paint. It should be bare metal, right? So I'm gonna run this in a little extra. You want to be careful not to scratch your paint doing this. You are using a tab. It'd be very easy to do. Granted, it would be hidden by the hinge, but you just want to take your time, no hurry, and just work your way through this. I always like to blow in there, just to blow anything out that's gonna screw you up. Alright guys, I'm gonna go grab another hinge, 2 hinges, I'll be right back. Okay, guys. There we go. We're going to remove the tape. Kind of go from there. There we go. Get rid of the razor blade that's going to cut our hands off. Okay, same deal. You want to make sure, okay, have a smaller screwdriver like so. You can stick in here, make sure this moves, okay? Otherwise, it'll get you. And you want to keep it kind of close to begin with, all right? Line it up a little bit. Look how easy that is. It's butter.
there's another one. Then we'll do the same thing to this guy. Try to pull that tape. This is the tedious stuff, guys, but I'm telling you, when you get it right, it's so rewarding. You can just take that door, walk right over here, set it right on. Life is good. You don't have to worry about shit. You don't have to spend $1 million at a body shop, which you will. You know, I think the trick to cars is common sense and just being brave. When I say brave, I don't mean like trying to fight a grizzly bear. Okay, that's just stupid. What I'm talking about is just try. If you fuck it up, you fuck it up. You know, but at least you tried and you learned something from it. You learned what not to do. That's what we've done over the years, and we've gotten decent. I mean, we got a pretty good looking thing here. We built some magazine cars and shit, you know. It really is about being the person willing to take the risk that no one else is willing to do, or too afraid they're gonna hurt it or whatever. It's just money. If you mess it up, you can always take it somewhere and get it fixed. All right, or you can fix it and learn from that. But if you don't try, you're never gonna get anywhere, right? So, try. Just try. All right, guys, I am going to go over to the other side, which I doubt you want to watch me do. And I'm going to do the same thing. Camera's like this. And yeah, so that'll be it for this. This is the hinge install. I'll bring you back for the door install when we go to put the doors on, once they're wet sanded and buffed. And the trunk lid and the rear fenders and all that. I'll videotape all that and bring you guys along so you can see it, how we do the fender welting, all of that stuff. So stay tuned, it should be pretty fun. Some pretty informational stuff should be coming out here in the next couple minutes. Thanks for watching Brown's Riding Custom. Please like and subscribe. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Riding Custom. Wanted to give you a quick overview of where we're at. So we decided to mock this thing up a little bit, mainly just to get the parts off of the tables over here. But we got the hood sitting on it. Now, the hood and the 4 doors and the deck lid still need to be wet sanded and buffed. But they are presently just sitting there. So, hood's on, well, sitting there. Got the doors. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I think it looks freaking awesome. I love the stance. I like it being a little higher in the back. Really digging that. Can't wait to get the front fenders on here. They come in Monday. We'll get them body worked and painted. What else? The OEM grab bar from Gary on the Samba came in. It is gorgeous. No issues there. So this is now completely installed, which is great. Got all this stuff which you guys have seen already, but I still love it. We did get the rear fenders mounted with the fender welting right there. Hey, Winnie, come here. There's Winston, the garage dog. Get out of the garage, come on, get in the house. Get in the house. Sorry about that. We've got, I don't want him licking anything in here. So we've also got the deck lid, which at the moment is just basically just hanging on there. We have some work to do here with the seal, and we actually had some goobers in the paint. Realistically, the deck lid will probably get sanded down and re-cleared. But this is what we've got. Show you over here. you know, there's no door latches or anything installed. I mean, they're just literally hanging off the hinges, and then we got the yellow bungee cords. But yeah, thought I'd show you this, guys. I also, I don't know if you can see this from here, I installed the hood release cable latch. So that's in, and I've been messing around with a couple other things today. I went ahead and took the padding and whatnot and disassembled the rear seat backs so that I can scuff them up to paint. They go right here, for those of you that don't know. So that'll look really good. Really just kind of dialing this thing in. Tomorrow we're going to be working on doors. Pull them off, wet sand buff them, start assembly, right? I've got 4 working latches, which is great. I need to lube them up, but otherwise they are working. I've got the rear, I don't have front door handles yet. I bought front door handles, but they're not here yet. So we'll do what we can to get what we can hooked up and get this thing farther down the road. Hoping for more parts tomorrow, but you know, it's Sunday, I doubt it. I do have the gas cap. I think I'm going to go ahead and put on too from Eddie, and the locking gas cap. I think it's chrome or stainless or something like that. It's really nice. And yeah, guys, just we're just chugging away here. We've got a, what is it, 33 days or 4 days, something like that, to Louisville. I think we're in a good spot. A lot of things are here, a lot of things are coming. Monday the front fenders come in, so we'll get those done. The glove box door with the radio slot is coming in here. We're going to get that. Go ahead and get that installed, and then I can order a radio, probably get one with a screen that comes out and up. That way you can have Apple CarPlay, navigation, and all that in your thing while you're driving. We'll have speakers there in the kick panels, the one under the dash here, and then 2 speakers here. Debating on whether or not to put an amp in it. It's been years since I did anything like that, but might look into it. So that's where we're at, guys. I'm gonna call it with that, give you one last look at this thing, and hopefully too, taillights are coming. So the smoke taillights are coming, and you know, that would be great if they showed up. Go ahead and get them in, they look good. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Thanks for supporting us. We just hit 700 subscribers. That's fantastic. You know, still, I think 95% of you aren't subscribed, but if you could, please hit that subscribe button for us. It's free. It would really help us out. We're trying to grow the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom, and tomorrow we'll be back at it with lots more videos and lots more things happening, and show you what we got. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.